Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cut out to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool, cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art.
That's crispy.
Yes, sir. We officially back at it. This is Book Nice coming at you on another Tuesday with some more news and info. Opening up with some Marvel Legends news. In the past couple of weeks, I've been talking about the release or the possible release of Marvel Legends Flash Thompson Venom. Last week I said that it was pretty much confirmed. This week, yesterday, Marvelous News officially confirmed it and said that Hasbro had confirmed it and that they had a release date of August 30th, 2014, and that it was absolutely true that this would be Walgreens exclusive. They also said that the figure is going to be available for pre-order at San Diego Comic-Con next month. Not exactly sure how that's going to work out, but I mean that's pretty cool. I mean, I guess you kind of getting two exclusives at once, or the option to purchase two exclusives at San Diego Comic-Con, although you're only going to be able to take home one from the con. But I'm really interested and really excited about finally completing this version of the Thunderbolts team. Unfortunately, when we get Flash Thompson, he won't have the red highlights like the version that you see pictured here. But like I've said before, I'm sure plenty of people will just paint him up and get that situated. It's supposed to be 2 per case in these Walgreens exclusive sets, so it shouldn't be that difficult to find. And it fits in just perfectly with the Spider-Man Infinite series. I mean, Superior Spider-Man came across Agent Venom in the pages of Superior Spider-Man, and you know, it's a Spider-Man supporting character. As always, eBay is out in front of everybody. It looks like a Flash Thompson Venom has popped up on eBay. Shout out to my man Morgan. I swiped this picture off of him, and a lot of people was pretty much discussing how the figure doesn't have an ab crunch. That was the most talked about thing from this image, was that the figure appears to have no ab crunch. So that's kind of disappointing. If it doesn't have an ab crunch, you know that's a major part of articulation, especially when it comes to displaying and ACBA. You definitely want an ab crunch to get that full range of motion on the figure. But Marvelous News went on today to talk about why having the figure at Walgreens is actually a positive thing, and they broke down some numbers and gave you the physical retail outlets of Toys R Us, Target, and Walmart. Toys R Us has 872 locations in the United States. Target has 1,789. Walmart has 4,250. And Walgreens is higher than all of these stores, even put together, with 8,231 locations. A lot of people I've seen have said that they don't have a Walmart near them, but if it's one thing I know about the collecting community, especially within ACBA, is that we work together. We've been working together the past 4 or 5 years. You know, I know people literally all over the world. I get stuff for people all over the world, and vice versa. So I don't see really too many people having a problem. And again, the figure is 2 per case, so I don't think it should be too much of a problem. In terms of talking about working with people within the community and sharing and ideas and different things like that, one thing that I want you to do is, if you're on Facebook, you can come out and join the Daily Planet trading group. I'm a part of no other trading groups. I'm an admin at the Daily Planet. It is mostly ACBA people within the group. You could come and sell and buy and trade and in complete confidence. Or we're doing some things over there that haven't been done in any other trading groups, and trying to implement some different programs and some different things that are unique to that group. So I would say come out to the Daily Planet if you're trying to buy, sell, or trade any figures, anything like that. And this picture that you see here is a work in progress picture from my man Chris Gupton over in the Dio Structure group, which is a sister group to ACBA. This is you can come in this group and learn how to build dioramas and how to build different props and different things. And it's a wonderful community. It's really laid back. Everybody's sharing ideas and information. And this is, you know, a big part of ACBA is building dioramas and stuff like that. This group was started as a result of the wonderful work that my man Ogun Ryu did. God bless his soul and rest in power to him. And that's basically why this group started. But since then, it has gone on to produce some of the best dio makers in the game. And this is a wonderful group, and you should definitely come out and join this group too. So the links for both of those groups will be in the description. ShartismusPrime put out his 50,000 subscribers contest. He had quite a few well-known YouTubers in the video, and a little opening sequence, a little comical opening sequence. I thought it was pretty cool, pretty funny. Nice way to bring quite a few people together in the community. But as far as the contest portion goes, he's giving away the Hot Toys War Machine figure that you see right here, and there's also some ACBA merchandise or ACBA package that I threw into the contest as well. So the link to that video will be in the underbar if you want to check it out. Anybody can enter to win, and it's like 10 different prizes. And I review of the Falcon and Black Widow Marvel Minimates 2-pack from the Winter Soldier movie. I actually received a full case of those figures, so I have all the figures from this particular wave, and I will be reviewing the rest of them. Pretty happy with the way this pack came out and with the other ones as well. So look out for those reviews, and check out this review if you haven't already. I put up a video for the Diamond Select, Marvel Select, Chitauri Footsoldier. It was a review of the figure, a quick review of the figure, but really I just want to talk about the prop that came with the Marvel Select figure. And you might want to check out that video. It was a pretty good video. This was like the ending scene right here. So check that out when you get a chance. The link for that will be below. Briefly in my video for the Marvel Select Chitauri Footsoldier and the bridge prop, and said that this figure was actually back on pre-order or going to be re-released. So I linked that on the ACBA fan page as well, and the link to that will be in the underbar. I know a lot of people missed out on this the first time, and this is quite frankly one of the best Marvel Select figures that have come out in terms of just the figure and the accessories and stuff that you get with them too. So you can check that out. Trailer for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie that's due out on August 8th. Unfortunately, it was in Russian. I think another one came up in English, but I missed it, and it was taken down off of YouTube. But not really too excited about this movie. I will say that the trailer that I saw today piqued my interest a little bit more than the previous trailer that was out. But I don't know. I don't really have faith in Michael Bay making this really pop. We'll see. Maybe the new generation will be into this, but I really don't know. I'm still on the Ninja Turtles from the animated show that is out right now went up for pre-order. The link to that will be in the underbar. You can check that out. These are import figures, so they're going to be a little more expensive than what you may normally be accustomed to, but I think they look pretty cool. And if you haven't actually checked out the show is dope. It's really, really good. The animation is on point. It's funny. It's fast-paced. It's a really good show. So it made me want to actually go out and get these figures. So I pre-ordered them. The link for you to pre-order them. Here's a quick look at some of the accessories that they'll come with. I'll link this on the ACBA fan page like I do with pre-orders and different things that are coming out. This has probably been one of the things that's got the most hits in the past like 12, 24 hours. So a lot of people interested in these. A lot of people trying to shop around. But like I said, my link will be Transformers Ultra Magnus figure has been on pre-order for a while, but they didn't really have official images like the colored images. So those went up recently, and so I reposted it to the ACBA fan page. So vehicle mode, so you can get an idea of how massive this thing is going to be. It's probably going to be about $200. I know a lot of people, including my man Dave, that's really interested in this. Both Daves, actually. David Walton and my man Dave BX, I know they're interested in grabbing this. So this thing is, I'm on the fence. I might grab this. You know, I'm very selective with my Transformers purchases, but I'm leaning towards actually grabbing it. This was pretty exciting. These images popped up today on taghobby.com. These are images of the SH Figuarts Broly figure that should be coming out sometime soon. And apparently it'll retail for about 65 to 70 bucks. This thing is pretty massive, probably the biggest figure that they'll be putting out, because I don't know if we're actually going to see Nappa. According to my man Rick, he says he doesn't know if we're going to see Nappa. I saw him comment that. He's actually the one who first put me onto these images as well. So shout out to my man Rick Dominguez. And this looks pretty damn cool. A lot of people are excited about this. And here's another image so you can see size comparison. Not really too sure how the articulation is going to work, if it's going to work that well with such a beefy figure. Pause. And well, we have to wait and see. But it looks pretty damn cool. Some hours after those first images popped up, this image popped up as well. We already knew we were going to get Android 17 and 18. I'm not sure if Android 16 had ever been shown there behind the other two. So this is pretty cool, and these look amazing. They look great. Definitely interested in these. Definitely interested in any figures that come out from this series. They are just phenomenal. Ian Yu for excellent mod he did on the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Infinite Series Rocket Raccoon figure. I put up a video of the best of, worst of that wave, and I actually awarded the Nova figure the ACBA seal of approval, and this figure got the disapproval seal because it was just a poor attempt by Hasbro, in my opinion. I felt like they just kind of half-stepped on the figure, and all of the things that I talked about the figure lacking, my man Ian did right here. And I'm not saying he did it as a result of me, but these are all the things that I wish that the figure would have had as the official release from Hasbro. So he did a little mod here. We fixed the neck where the head could kind of rotate and pivot better, and he gave him knee articulation and gave him an ankle hinge and gave him hip joints, and I believe that he used some parts from the Black Series X-Wing fighter Luke Skywalker, if I'm not mistaken. He posted this originally in the Foosh, and shout out to my man Which Wands for putting us onto these pictures. Now I'm sure what Ian normally does is he'll mod a figure and then he'll put up some ACBA pics. So I'm sure we'll see some pictures of the figure in action and some displays in the ACBA group in the next couple of days. But I think the mod came out. That's pretty much all the figure needed to actually make it a fun figure, up the fun factor. I think he might have actually fixed the tail too, where it could kind of rotate like the comic accurate version, the Build-A figure from Marvel Legends. So this is really all the figure needed. The only other thing that he could have given it, which I'm sure would have been really difficult, was an ab crunch, but not really that important. It does have the waist swivel and all of the other articulation that he added. So again, this is the only thing that made this figure not fun, was the lack of articulation. The Lupus Drive t-shirts have already started to ship. I know it's been quite some time, but everything is going as originally planned, just kind of slower than normal because the site wasn't even actually up this time. This was an order that I took. I opened the site just to take this order, but the site is actually, the ACBA merchandise site is actually going to be relaunched very shortly. We got some new tees coming out, new designs. We're working on some new images, and we're also working on the ACBA World Tournament for 2014. You should start to see some news and information about that within the next month. Things should really start to begin right after San Diego Comic-Con, so look for that. I'm really, really excited about that and about the prospects for that and all the things that's going into the planning for that. And thanks to all of the staff, the ACBA admins, for starting to get this situated and getting the ball. All the ACBA artists who had vlog type shows linked to the ACBA fan page this week, those are usually some of the things that get the most hits, the largest response, the most comments, the most likes, and reach the most people. I think Jason Clendenning had his show reach almost 3,000 people this week. And Marty McFly, a.k.a. John Connor, had a great episode up this week, his 101st episode. Who else? My man Obi-Wan or David Turner had his show up this week. I really actually enjoyed his episode. He was in there, showed his little workout session and stuff like that. I noticed there's a lot of collectors that's into martial arts and boxing and working out, and you know, the days of the TV depicted nerd are far gone. But shout out to those dudes, and shout out to Flash Thompson, who had his second episode of his show up, his official first episode. It was the second episode, but it was the real official episode, and it's a vlog type show. Those type of shows are becoming very popular on YouTube, and I think it's way better than any review or any typical review that you could see on YouTube. It brings you a closer, more intimate type of look into the collector's life, and not just about toys and stuff, and shows you a little bit of some of the other things that they do, and I think it's wonderful. This picture that you see here was this past Sunday's Sunday special on Instagram, and that was from my man Comic Figure, my man Eric, and shout out to him and congratulations to him for making a Sunday special. I mean, if you're not on these sites, if you're not on Instagram and Facebook and all of these places, you need to come out and see what's going on. The Tumblr is doing this thing. The Tumblr is directly linked to the Sunday special post, and that's another thing that we're about to relaunch is the Tumblr. And you know, ACBA is blowing up everywhere. Shout out to Zach Oat, who came and joined the group this week, and he said he wants to be posting up some of his stuff. Zach Oat is the marketing director at Diamond Select, so shout out to him. And we doing this, man. We repping this. So until next week, peace.
That's crispy.